let's look at some of their rising stars and talk about their individual contribution and how they impact winning for the Virginia Tech Hokies under Megan Duffy. So this is led by their point guard Carleigh Wenzel, right? And she's had some pressure and being challenged by her coach to take that next step, take that leap from your offensive identity to your passing ability to your ability to score on all three levels. And so we're seeing that in her output early in this season. Okay. So her maturation this season already is showing us that, yo, give her a little bit more time, that 16 points can be 18, 19, right? With 7 assists. Okay. Now you looking at a point guard that can lead a team and you're confident about her leading this team, especially in critical moments of the game, I'm in the future when they are in March Madness, right? When every second, every dribble matters, right? Every decision on the court matters. So she's leading the team with 15.9 points a game. She's a three-level scorer. She averages 3.8 assists per game. I can only imagine that that's going to increase the more rapport and chemistry that this team builds throughout adversity and overcoming. Now, she needs some improvements in the efficiency department, okay? Because a lot of point guards seem to rush their shots. Sometimes it can be difficult for them to finish at the basket at times because again, they're rushing or they're going in with too much speed, not enough finesse. There's not that balance there. I have been victim to overshooting a layup, you know what I mean, where it just bounce off the rim or it's too much energy on the ball, too much spin on it or whatever. So and then so I think sometimes her shot selections are a little quick, but when she gets hot, that we've seen already, where she can take over a half and be really the floor general for the Hokies offensively. So that's what you want to see in a point guard leader. So Carleigh Wenzel was doing a phenomenal job already this early season, and I only expect for her to continue to evolve and become an even better scorer and passer. Then you got Baker, who she averages 12.1 points and right around 5 rebounds a game, 4.9 rebounds a game, right? She really is the glue in their paint. She fills the gaps, she brings consistency, and she's an opportunistic scorer, meaning that you don't really have to run a play for her, but like she finds ways to get open. She understands reading the offense, right? Just reading the gaps, and she understands how to fill those lanes. You want a player like that on your team that just can get theirs when they get theirs. I ain't worried they not calling for the ball, but hey, if you see me in that gap, if you see me cutting, if you see I got the seal, go and run me that. You feel me? So shout out to her. Also, Mel Daly, a great passer, a great scorer. She's averaging 12 points a game. She's shooting 56% from the field, bruh. She's their most efficient scorer. Everything comes easy to her, right? She doesn't have to force her shots. And when she's aggressive, she makes a huge impact offensively, right? She draws multiple defenders that allow your point guard to get more fancy, get more creative, right? Get more spicy, okay? And so with that, then you have other people that can just step in and step up, right? Controlling the paint, dominating and enforcing their will. In Freelon, she's almost averaging 11 points and 10 rebounds. So she's one of the few women in the NCAA women's basketball this season that's averaging a double double. So every night you know what to get from her. You know what's coming, right? She's gonna get on the glass. She's gonna be energy. She's gonna be your force. She's gonna be your defensive anchor, and she's gonna control the paint and protect the rim, right? Because again, she's also giving you 2 blocks a game. What? So again, this is why we're talking about Virginia Tech potentially being a sleeper cell in the women's basketball season this year. I mean, I that's how I think. I mean, that's how it's looking right now when we just talk about the different layers of contribution that starts every single night. Okay. That being said, because it's the different layers of contribution, there's no single person that's running this team. There's no one person that you're saying like, okay, we gotta stop her. We gotta da da da. No, at the end of the day, what you're figuring out how to play team basketball and team defense because you have multiple double-digit offensive threats.